And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For one final time this evening, we have the grand finals set up and ready for you here. It's Hunted and Q back in the booth with you. And it is worth mentioning, this is a best of 7 that we're playing for the grand finals, and for VoidBound, since they were the team to come in through the upper bracket, they will get a game advantage. But here we go. It's game number 1 on your screens now. VoidBound going to be playing in that black and pink. F5 Penguins will be in the white,
because they have been caught back in their defensive half for a while. Ball movement shot over to Pito, but Pito, unfortunately, will be denied even before it makes its way into the keeper half of the box. Ippy doing a great job of shutting it down. Follow-up shot also will be grabbed there by Dirty Toro.
And Ippy in a great position, able to cut that one down. And now here's Senix on a bit of a run, has a lot of space to work with. Blade shot himself. And VoidBound have had some good possessions here, but they just haven't been able to break through as of yet.
And a couple of looks. Definitely feels like longer possessions for the F5 Penguins, which I was about to say feels like they're on the verge of finding that first goal. And it was Pito, who we had seen deliver a couple of tough shots towards the net. This time around, drilling it to the lace, and it will be the F5 Penguins with the lead.
Plays it away, but it's right on to Kyler. Kyler over to Pito now. Not going to be able to find the pass back to Kyler, and Ty has a lot of time and space ahead of him. Looks for the blade. What a move from Ty! And we are tied at 1.
You had mentioned looked for a potential blade, but instead makes the adjustment. A header to the side to knock it down to the right foot. You find the off angle, a little bit over a minute left, and that's exactly what you're looking for VoidBound. Able to find a way to buy just a little bit more time, but Stolly has other things in mind. A quick return to the other side of the pitch, and the F5 Penguins retake the lead.
Well, I was just about to say, F5, maybe the wind out of the sails a little bit there, but they get one back immediately. And again, Senix have to do some work in the corner. He gets some help from Norman. Both players come out of the corner with the ball. And ultimately, it's going to be Ippy to play it back over to Ty. That was dangerous from VoidBound. I thought maybe that might have been the mistake that ends the game, but they do get one more opportunity. Here's Ippy on the wing. Good play from Stolly. And F5 Penguins survive game 2 and equalize the series at 1.
They did exactly what you look to do as the team coming in from the lower bracket.
We will not have a sweep in the grand finals. We are all tied up at 1 here in this best of 7. So essentially here, Q, if you really want to think about it, we are starting a fresh best of 5 here in the grand finals.
Let's get down to it and see which of these two teams is able to give themselves the first lead in game number 3. And it's Ty for VoidBound, who says, you know what, put ourselves into the driver's seat. You can hold that one right there.
Yeah, I mean, Ty has had a couple of great goals already in this series. And this is Stolly creating a bit of space for himself. Kyler has a lot of room to work with. Blade shot on! Back in the net found, and it's 1-1.
Looks like the keeper should have been able to secure that one. We'll have to watch it back one more time to see exactly how things broke down. Kyler just says, if you're going to sit back, I'm going to make you pay. In chat, I've been enjoying the most. Paul Wall seems too easy. I do think Paulie the Wally has to definitely be my favorite. Earning the name here today for sure, and it's going to be Nom Doms who earns the lead for the F5 Penguins with a nice double header here down deep inside the VoidBound territory.
Oh, such a great read post. Here's Kyler with some more space. Are they going to give it to him again? He tries to find a pass across, but that time Norman steps up into him, and here's a feed. Senix is free. Blade shot back wall, but he doesn't get the rebound. It bounces over him. And now Stolly over to Nom Doms. Time is going to tick by. No more time left for VoidBound, but the giveaway over to Norman. They're going to have one final opportunity. Need to make sure they keep possession. It is going to be over to Ippy. And here we are. Final attack. VoidBound, one more chance to try to tie us up here in game number 3. It's going to be Dirty Toro with the possession at the top. Down to Senix. Score!
What?
It's 2-2 in game 3.
In what world does this pass find its way past all of the defenders? Now, I was about to say I don't like the idea of the long entry pass, but the proof's in the pudding, I suppose.
A little bit of room to work with here in overtime. Game number 3, the winner of this one will be given that 1-game advantage. And there's Nomdoms, just missed it wide. Had the bottom corner labeled, but he couldn't quite pick it, as now it's going to be Stolly. Nice couple of moves. Makes it be back off. Header pass. Nomdom scores, and F5 Penguins a minute into overtime survive the VoidBound comeback, and they'll take game 3.
The heartbreaker, a slower play here that develops. Unfortunately, the dive forward just a little too far forward. Leaves the net wide open, and when the biscuit's in front of the basket, it's going to be good eats each and every time.
But how are they going to respond now as we head into game number 4? VoidBound dropping the last 2 straight. They find themselves now down in the series.
They'll be able to secure it. Looks for Nomdoms. One touch sets up a potential shot opportunity. Denies themselves that opportunity. That looked not enough. And Nomdoms says, you know what? I'm going to take this one. And the F5 Penguins take the lead.
And yeah, this is, again, just some fantastic play by F5, working the ball around. A lovely pass from Stolly.
Here are the F5 Penguins. They looked at the double down their lead. Not going to be successful that trip down.
Well, here's Senix with a chance, blade shot, score. 1-1, game 4, 3:38. And it's Senix who finds some space behind the F5 defense and makes it count.
Making it count indeed. Sometimes it's just about finding that one opportunity that have put themselves onto championship points. That would be quite a mountain to climb after coming in with a bit of a lead. Possession shot opportunity, and there it is. VoidBound able to find a lead to their name with just 35 seconds left to play.
And look at this. Couple of nice moves from Ty. Baits out Kyler just a little bit, and it's a wonderful pass to Senix. He's going to bomb it all the way down. Paulie Walnuts has to scramble back, but he does get up to make the play. And we're going to have one final attack here for F5. We saw VoidBound convert on this in the last game. They weren't able to win it in overtime, but I'm sure F5 would love an opportunity to play in OT here. Nice pass over to Pito. Nomdom's there. Fires. Save made on the goal line, and it's going to be VoidBound who take a game 4. We're headed to game 5, all tied up at 2. I hope you've been enjoying these two teams battling it out. I know I certainly have. And
up the way here to Kyler, who's going to bring it up into that VoidBound territory. It's a deep pass into the corner. Pito cross the box to Stolly, but the defense not overextending. Norman, who's been doing such a phenomenal job in that sweeper role all night long, here for VoidBound, really helping out the goalkeeper. But even with all of that being said, the Penguins find a goal, and they're up early.
And again, it's just the F5 Penguins doing everything they can to break apart this defense, and it works out perfectly for them. And VB will turn the offense around. Good cut of the pass, though. And now Stolly one-on-one with the keeper and tries to make a move over the top, score. What a patient play from Stolly. Finds the chip over the keeper, and it's 2-0.
What a play. Brings the ball down, finds the control, realizes that Dirty Toro just a little too far out, hits him with the raindrop, drop top. It's still brought to a 2-0 game as we enter into our final 2 minutes of game number 5, but it's a pass to the middle, and Senix is able to drill it home, successfully taking this lead and cutting it in half. Yeah,
that's wonderful. Again, this play works for them with the defense getting a bit spread out. They can't rally to the ball like they like to do. And now we're into the final 20 seconds. You can see VoidBound trying to rally to the ball, not wanting to let F5 Penguins burn off too much clock, but I think F5 might be able to just secure it here. A nice pass across to Nomdoms. They're going to play it back, trying to keep possession, and that's going to be over to Stolly, and that's going to be the end of the game. So VoidBound comes so very close. A couple of key opportunities. They get one back, but it wasn't enough. VoidBound was the victor of the first meeting between them. A 3-0 win for them, and they just haven't been able to find that same magic they were able to pull in that series right now.
Oh, you can feel the tension through the screen here in game number 6. We've seen big attempts on either side of the pitch. Stolly will be able to fire a shot. That one sinks to the back of the lace. F5 Penguins take the lead.
Yeah, fantastic again from F5, and now that could be the tournament-winning goal, and you just kind of have to wonder, maybe a bit of a misinput there from the keeper and Dirty Toro.
Realizing that one more goal could very well be the nail in the coffin. Quick pick in the pocket. Ty has possession deep inside the box. Shot will be denied by Kyler, who sends that ball over towards the corner. Can't quite find the clear, however. It's into the foot of Norman, who will lose that possession.
And they've got 40 seconds left on the clock to find a goal. They were able to do it in an earlier game in the series. Ty scores! What a shot from Ty! A laser beam to the corner, and we're tied at 1.
Oh my goodness. You know, I had seen chat was asking for a game number 7. I'll be honest, I wasn't a believer. Ty made one out of me there, however.
I cannot believe that VoidBound has done it again. And this time it couldn't have been at a bigger moment. Stolly to Nom-Toms. They want to end it right here, right now. And if they could score the next goal, they'll do so. But here we go, overtime. Game number 6. A chance for F5 Penguins to score the goal to secure their victory. A chance for VoidBound to send us to a game 7.
Well, lather, rinse, and repeat, and take another crack at it. You'll see it will be one more time. Paulie Walnuts, who will move their way up inside this VoidBound territory.
Oh,
Stolly! And just like that, the F5 Penguins bang things home and will be crowned champions.
And it's Stolly to do it for them as well. Look at the play from Stolly. He finds just enough of a soft spot behind the defense, and it's F5 who win the game, win the series, and ultimately win the crown of Kings of North America in this Elite Series. It's been a long, long weekend for them. They dropped down to the lower bracket against this VoidBound team in that winner's final. It was a 3-0 score in favor of VoidBound, but F5 Penguins vowed for revenge. They played through that lower bracket final, take down Azure FC in a close game 5, and they come marching back to the grand finals to upset VoidBound and take a best of 7 in 6 games. What a fantastic story for F5 Penguins.
Angry Marcel Vaillant.